Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Taylor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Jump. Mike 50. Run. Go Mike 50. 3 bud. Hustle. Let's go Mike 50. Hey, let's get that ball here.
2nd and 9 now. That one is caught by Hunt. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Hey, check Mike 21. Check.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give me some. Wait. Tackle. Boom. Mike 50.
Here's 2nd and 8. Going for the deep ball. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Airing one out for Boyd. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Bengals. 44 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want to
offer mine.
You were the smart one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. They'll get 34 yards there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go. 50. 50 to my order.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 35, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A very solid gain of 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On second down now, it's Hunt. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Mike, 55, right there in the middle, 55. On the ball.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. You don't want none. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 26. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That one goes for 30 yards.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll set up a throw. Looking here for Schmidt. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the route is on here in this first half. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. SOS. Mike 50, Mike 50. Silver. 36, 31.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Cut. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. No chance. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Steelers.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Slams, hit them all. West. Check three, check three. Neil.
On first down, Hunt, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Hustle, hustle. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. In your face.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
60 out more. Yeah, keep him.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got Smith here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end down, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mike, protein spill. 55. Yo. He's Haywood. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime.
It got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score. Bengals 42. Steelers nothing.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Looking to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Gator. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Get it.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Okay, double up. Mike 50, Mike 50. Stop your whining. 50,
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1. After 15
It's just me and you. It's just me.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll drop the throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
They'll look to throw here. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Shoot.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They come up in an offset eye. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
He's checking. Crash. Watch it. Come on. Match box. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Okay, just like that. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hayward. What we got?
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schleprock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
64, weak. Go. Ready.
2nd and 2. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now this throw caught left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Protein spill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to the tight end Sample. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now back to throw. And Tate's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
We got this. It's 56. Steelers nothing.